Alarn Jerand Isaiah, is a talented graphic designer in the Federation. He is the creative or art director of iCreativez, which offers top quality graphic design and printing services here in St. Kitts and Nevis. So we are honored to welcome Alarn to the set of Good Morning SKN to talk about his creative pursuits. Good morning and welcome to GMSKN.
Good morning, welcome.
Morning.
All right, so a little bit of history before we even get into the business side of things. Your love of graphic design, when did you realize that you had a love?
Sometime 2019, wanted to finish with Marriott. I was an engineer before graphic designing. Honestly, I did art in school and fell out of love because the education wasn't there actually supporting what I did love back in high school. So I had to channel into different stuff in college. So I did engineering, and sometime 2019, I just decided I will take a different path. And graphic design was it.
2019, COVID, the year starting over, so it seems. Did that prompt you in any way to do this?
Well, COVID gave me a lot of time to actually plan my way with the graphic design, a lot of consistency, staying at home, designing for maybe 24 hours sometime, like no sleep.
That's passion.
Yeah, that's passion, trust me, a lot of passion.
Indeed, indeed. So give us an overview of your journey in developing your design skills.
Okay. I started designing for Olive Press Canteen. That's a very small business. So I maybe designing for $20 for a week. That's just a little project to actually keep me consistent. So $20 a week for updating menus, and then move forward to working for Coopers at Dietbe. So that was like $200 a month for updating menus every single day. So is a big step working for National, working for Skelec and other different major projects. So it's a big step in 2 years. Trust me, it's a very big step, a very very big leap.
So any challenges along the way? No?
I love how you're just exhaling because right? It's like you're living a dream. I know you've got stuff to tell us.
Well, to be honest, I never really expect to be doing so many major projects in such short time. That's just my honest opinion.
Yeah. How are you coping?
It's very stressful. Very stressful.
Is it just you, by the way, or do you have a team?
Well, I have a team now. I needed a team because handling all these big projects myself is very, very tiring.
But it's a good thing to hear you go from $20 a week to $200 a month to having major projects that you need a team to help you with in a short period of time. Why don't you remind everybody of when you launched officially?
Well, I'm not sure to answer that question. I have not really fully launched. Like, I decided to actually start something. Because if I don't start now, trust me, I would be,
might lose the drive.
Yeah. So I had to really put out something. But trust me, I've been working a lot behind the scenes, for different marketers. And, people contact me a lot. So I never really push out work through iCreativez and social media fully.
But do you have plans to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big plans.
You mentioned social media. What's that handle?
Yeah.
Social media is a big task by itself.
It's a big task by itself.
Yeah.
I was asking about your handle, but I want to get into
handle?
social media. Yes,
no,
your
no,
handle.
your handle. How can they contact you on social media?
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
iCreative Studios on Instagram, iCreative Studios. You can contact me on Facebook as well. Facebook, WhatsApp.
Okay, so apparently people don't have difficulty contacting you at all because you said they're contacting you already, so they know exactly
People reach out to me.
Yeah.
All right.
So is there anything in particular that keeps you going at this moment? And what is your favorite part about being a graphic designer?
My favorite part of being a graphic designer, I get to impact have a lot of impact on younger people. I get to inspire a lot of people all around the world. Like you would be surprised, people all the way in India, Africa would ask questions. So inspiring people, that's my favorite part.
All right, so let's talk about graphic designing for what it is, from what I understand it to be. Because one of the things that I said by way of introducing you is that it is a medium of communication. And I think sometimes that might get lost. So it's a way that you communicate messages to people impactfully. And that message needs to be very clear. It needs to be very direct sometimes. Any challenges on that front? Any excitement from working in that even?
Communicating with everyone. Well, the message have to be very, very clear. Any mistake, can like impact both the creative and whoever sending out the message. So everything have to be quite clear, and it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure trying to please everyone. Through designs. Like my job is to keep things very crisp and clean and clear. A bit pleasing, so the audience can actually be interested in reading. So that's the challenge, trying to please everyone.
I'm looking at some of your work, and I'm loving what I see. I was telling Hortensia before, I think, that I'm one of those people who loves white space a lot. I love those spaces, and I see you make good use of it. So walk us through this one.
Okay, so as you can see, is a bright orange. People have a bit of difficulty understanding why I chose orange. But orange is a sign of safety. Orange speak a lot about safety. And the other designs, green, the red. I'm not sure if you already saw them before. It's like color coded. So orange was the other option, and the picture is a bit like to keep people attention. Like to see words only would be a lot challenging, So I just added the photo. I speak a lot more about Skelec, try ease the pressure for people reading bad news.
Oh, okay. So you have. Is this one of the local workers with the big smile? That's just in
local worker.
Okay.
Yeah. He work at Generation.
Okay.
So he represent the team working on the load shedding.
Okay. Good stuff.
Well, I love your use of images to the left, and I love your divisions as well. So everything, it's like you want to know something, you go to that particular area.
Yeah.
And again, the use of the color, how they alternate, the backgrounds. Impressive.
Very impressive. And you were saying people oftentimes don't know that the designs are local. They oftentimes think they're generated from overseas.
Yeah.
Well, folks, now you know, and you heard it here first, all local. We have the talent right here in Tickets. Yeah.
Okay, so some of those pieces that we saw, obviously you said you were working around the clock. How long did it take you to do that first one?
I would say maybe an hour. Yeah, because the load shedding actually happen overnight. Like these things, is not planned. So to actually get out the information before people actually start getting, crazy, actually, spend a lot of time, the PR, have to really plan and, try to ease people. So it may be an hour.
And you were working in with that time crunch as well, because it needed to get out there.
A lot of pressure, trust me. A lot of pressure.
So are you always on call, would you say?
Always on call.
Oh, man. Wow.
Alrighty, so there's another graphic that we're going to reference. Awesome.
Nice.
Walk us through that one.
This one, placement. If you can look carefully, look at the lady's head. Everything is aligned. The colors, it shows a lot of power.
It does.
The placement. Yeah, that's my favorite piece. Like for the whole year. Yeah. This is my favorite.
What do you like about it, other than what you said before? Why is it your favorite?
I spent a lot of time creating this piece. Like it look so simple. Simple is more. Simple is more. Working with the ladies, placing them, selecting who is in front. It take a lot of pressure. Like, who look like is the leader? Who is the leader? Take a lot of pressure choosing who should be in front. A lot of pressure.
It turned out really well. Quite honestly, it did.
I'm loving it.
Of course you are. It's impressive. And this one took you a lot longer than the last one because of the pressure and everything that went into it. Great work, absolutely great work.
So for persons who may be interested in graphic designing, what advice do you have for them?
Advice? First, you need an idea. You need somebody to actually inspire you, and you need to follow that one person all the way. You need to look at everything. You need to stay consistent with what they're doing as well as what you're doing yourself. You can't be in a graphic design field and decide to actually be still. You have to be very innovative and look forward to, a lot of different things. Like, you don't know what to expect at times. So there's a lot of consistency and research.
A lot of research, clearly. You and I were talking during the break about the fact that there are particular rules that you have to follow as a graphic designer, which the public perhaps wouldn't be able to put their fingers on, but they'd be able to tell you, you know what, this looks good, this speaks to me, this communicates that message clearly, as opposed to, well, it really doesn't. And a lot of time goes into that, believe it or not, a lot of work goes into that, because you know that. That's why you're doing it. I think that you're definitely killing it. It's great. You don't know what to say now. You're speechless.
I didn't know you were done.
I said you're speechless, Cortensia.
Oh my word.
This is so funny. All right, so I want to talk to you a little bit more now as to the idea that you followed or the person you said. Because when you were answering Cortensia's question, you said, follow somebody, be consistent with your work, but look at everything they're doing. Who inspired you?
Okay, who inspired me is the person from Canvas. I'm not sure if you know of Canvas Studio in Trinidad. So it's a regional branding studio straight from Trinidad. They do branding for cable, and they did the designs for, well, the logo branding for the Ministry of Entertainment, Entrepreneurship. I'm not sure if you know about that ministry.
Moent?
Yeah, Moent. So I follow that guy a lot. Like, I actually reach out to him for a little bit more guidance. Yeah, so that's my biggest inspiration.
Mentor.
Yeah, that's my mentor.
That was so nice, and he was receptive when you reached out to him.
Yes.
So do you still communicate and work together, and you bounce ideas off of each other?
Every day I ask him questions, to actually try to help me, because this field is a very, very broad field, and guidance is needed. So Canvas Studio from Trinidad.
Well, you're going to make me look at it now. And you're going to make me look at the work that Skylight is doing, and also iCreativez as well. So,
and now we know who's behind it.
Absolutely right.